What's going on? Welcome back to 100% NUFC. Sharky speaking. I hope you're all doing really well. So I do apologise that there's going to be no images behind this video as I'm not at home at the moment to properly edit the video, but just to announce that Jamaal Lascelles, our centre-back, has signed a new 6-year contract at Newcastle United, which keeps him at the club until 2024, which I think is absolutely brilliant. It's great news for the football club, considering what's going on this season, with all the negativity surrounding the ownership. The performances haven't been great, bottom of the Premier League. There's been other clubs sniffing around Jamaal Lascelles, such as Tottenham and Chelsea. But you know what? He just proves to me that he loves it here. After all he's said in the last couple of seasons, it could be easy for Jamaal Lascelles to sort of walk away and go to another club in January. This season I've even went on hand to say that his head's been turned a little bit because the performances haven't been brilliant, especially against Brighton in games before that. But it's great that he's signed, a 6-year contract, especially at his age. He's only 24. He's going to 25 very shortly, and he's got a real part to play at this football club. Jamaal Lascelles went on to say on the Newcastle United website, I'll only read little parts of it, that he's happy to have signed for the club. He wants to play in the Premier League under amazing fans. He really appreciates us as fans and how we're so passionate about the club and how we really want to go forward. And he went on to say that he really wants to kick on now and try and pick up points to stay in the Premier League and to really kick on. Rafa Benitez went on to say that, at the end of the day, it's a great signing. It's a player who, is talented. He's a young lad. He's got more, to give in the Premier League. He's got a bright future. The peak of a centre-back's roughly between, 24 to 28. So, he's a young lad and he's got more, to learn under Rafa Benitez. And I hope now this turns Rafa Benitez, and I just hope that the board, are going to strengthen in the January, because we really need to kick on. We need to, show ambition, because this season, like I've said all along, it should have been a season of progression. And at the moment, we haven't progressed. But because Jamaal Lascelles has signed his contract, we can build around him. He is the captain, he is our leader, and we need to keep all of our best players. And we've never done that in the past. But hopefully now, with a 6-year contract, players are going to start taking note that they need to start putting in performances, and they will get rewarded. And I think Jamaal Lascelles, for his performances last season, he deserves the contract. Now, hopefully, he just continues the form, that he showed last season, and we could try against Watford, Bournemouth, 2 crucial games that are coming up at St James's Park in the next week or two. And I'm just delighted, as a fan, because he's made over 101 appearances for Newcastle, which is great, for his age, and he's only going to get better. And the fans love him. He loves the fans, and you can communicate with him, and he understands, the problems behind the scenes. And like I say, if Mike Ashley can give Rafa Benitez some money in January, which is easier said than done, because he obviously wants to sell the club, we can, get a couple of decent strikers in and try and kick on, back into that top 10. It's not impossible. Yes, we've already picked up 3 points, and that's been 3 draws, but not all's lost at the moment, and Jamaal Lascelles still believes. So it's nice that we've got a player that still believes in the club. And while things are getting sucked out by Mike Ashley, hopefully now he realises that, without being ambitious and, giving Jamaal Lascelles that contract, things can't go forward. But now that he has, we can go forward. And it's just nice, to have a little bit of good news for a change, because it's been doom and gloom the last 4 or 5 months, especially, since the game against Chelsea when we won 3-0, when, like I keep saying, we should have progressed and we didn't. It's been a poor window by him, in my eyes, and a lot of you will think the same. And like I say, I do apologise about the lack of graphics or non-graphics on this video, because like I say, I'm not at home at the moment, but I will be at the match on Saturday, of course, the Watford game. There will be no preview because of the lack of resources that I've got to use at the moment, but there will be a match day experience, of course, from Watford. That might not come out on Saturday, it might come out on Sunday or Monday or Tuesday, so stay tuned for that. There will be a quick reactions video, of course, from St James's Park. But like I say, if you enjoy the content from 100% NUFC, don't forget to subscribe. The aim is to get 2,000 subscribers by the end of the season. Whether I reach that, that's another thing. If you enjoy the video, please show your appreciation by hitting the thumbs up as well, and put your comments in down below. Is it a good move for Newcastle to keep Jamaal Lascelles, or do you think differently? Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a nice day. Like I say, keep backing Rafa and the team, and hope for a positive result on Saturday. How are the lads?